Jurassic Park is directed by Steven Spielberg and written by David Koepp and Michael Crichton, who written the actual novel Jurassic Park. It stars Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough, Samuel Jackson, and tells the story of John Hammond wanting to create a theme park filled with dinosaurs. But unfortunately, a chain of events start to occur in the island where things go wrong. Dinosaurs are doing weird shit, and now John Hammond needs to bring in these people to try and inspect the park, see if it's able to function and work. And while they have varied opinions about the park, what's going on in the background is that Dennis Nedry, who's the villain, wants to take embryos for money and unsuccessfully does so and accidentally lets all these dinosaurs just roam around the island and just do whatever they want. And now our main cast of characters have to survive and get out the island as fast as they can. Now, I have reviewed these movies a while ago, but I figured I'd do one last re-review before the new one comes out with a fresh pair of eyes. I rewatched the original. I got the new 4K release, and I did not bother getting the 4K releases back in 2018 because the box set looked like shit. So I just waited for a singular disc, and these look fantastic. Buy them. And rewatching the film for the billionth time by now, I still love it. It's still my favorite film of all time. It's still the one that got me into films. Again, the mistakes are there, like the continuity errors, the props, like the hand on the egg and how it goes missing, maybe gone, or the lighting being showed in the background in one shot. It doesn't matter because everything else in the film is done so well that I don't even remember any of those problems in like 1 second. The practical effects, the animatronics mixed in with visual effects, look absolutely amazing to this day. And while the CGI may have been a little bit dated now when you compare it to new CGI models today, for its time, it still looks really good. Probably just as well as the T-1000 in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And those two movies pioneered visual effects, and without T2 and Jurassic Park, I don't know how we would get the movies we got today, honestly. But aside from its visual effects, does the movie have a good story? Yes, it does. It is a little bit more streamlined than the book. The book goes a lot more deeper and gets into a lot more detail of what's going on in the story and the characters in the park, and especially the horror aspect. But still, the movie finds a way to streamline it well enough where it's easy to understand, but still you're able to root for the characters. You're still able to feel scared. It just balances so many tones very well, and honestly, it's for a short movie that's able to balance horror, a little bit of comedy, thrills, action, maybe a hint of romance with Alan and Ellie. The fact that they're able to do this in like a straight 2 hours or under, incredible. Amazing direction by Steven Spielberg. And I can't help but say it. Seriously, the dinosaurs here feel like dinosaurs. Like they feel like actual animals instead of killing machines. And while the future movies tend to lose a little bit of that as they go on, the first movie really captured what it feels like to be in the presence of these animals. And I love it. I love it for that. The writing is really good. very streamlined, as I said, but it gets to the point very well. The writing for Ian Malcolm in particular helped elevate him to be one of the better characters in the movie. And one of my favorite highlights, all the actors do a great job. Sam Neill, Richard Attenborough, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, everyone does a great job. There's not one actor that I felt like was out of place. They all served a purpose. The production design is iconic and really imaginative. Like, everything that I see here in this movie, I can only see in a movie called Jurassic Park and nowhere else. Everywhere else where all these props or sets will be placed in, it will feel out of place. It feels natural in this film. And that just brings the immersiveness of the film together, where you just feel like you're transported into a new world, or into a world where now dinosaurs exist. The pacing is really good. The action and horror elements are done very well. The John Williams score. What else is there to say? It's Jurassic Park. I'm struggling to figure out new things to say that I haven't said before, or what has already been said by other people. Because I don't need to tell you that the visual effects are still amazing. I don't need to tell you that the actors do a great job. I don't need to tell you that Steven Spielberg knocked it out of the park with his directing, especially in the same year he directed Schindler's fucking List. In the same year. This guy is God. So overall, this is a fantastic film. Highly recommend it. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Pick yourself a copy up right now in 4K. I'm going to give Jurassic Park an A+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next up, we got The Lost World and the other sequel that everybody seems to be divided on, but I enjoy anyway. So, yeah, I'll explain myself till then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.